It broke my heart when my friend Kathy sent me the text about Alisa Goods' body being found. It really did, because those cards that we got were not bad cards. I pulled cards asking what happened to 63-year-old Alisa or Anissa. I have to look up her name. I think the last name is Goods. She went missing in Las Vegas. I think she was the one that went from New York to Vegas to see a friend. I don't know if the friend lives in Vegas, but this lady left to go to some store or something, and she's gone missing. This is like day 9, I think. 6 of Cups is about nostalgia, childhood memories, innocence. They didn't say if this lady had dementia or anything like that, so I don't think she does. Whatever happened, happened swiftly. Speed, momentum, progress, swift change. Somebody's been using her phone to send text messages to the family, begging for money and gas money and stuff for a car that she doesn't drive. She doesn't drive apparently, and Bitcoin and stuff. But this is about a happy family. And then this is about somebody inquisitive, curious, messenger, observant. It could be a spy in the camp too. And then this one, 4 of Swords, rest, recovery, reflection, retreat. Is she off somewhere resting? And then the Magician. Okay. What is this Tower about? This is the Norman Soul. This Tower is not about chaos or upheaval or collapse. This is about the institution. Could she be at a hospital? We don't know. Could she be in one of the casinos? So the person that she went to go meet in Vegas is a dude, a longtime friend, they said. Did they have that type of a relationship? Maybe just not intimate love, but platonic love? I don't know. Anger can keep you safe or keep you stuck. And then this is a new start. Did this lady want a new start and didn't tell anybody anything about this? What do you guys feel about the Anchor? I even asked you guys in the comments. Let me know if I'm reading this wrong. So I waited a few days. 1, because I had to go do that campaign thing on Saturday. And 2, because I wanted to see if more information would come out as to when she actually expired. Because from the 8th, when she went missing, to the 22nd, that's a long time. That body must have been bloated enough in the heat out there in Vegas. How did they even recognize her? Was it her short hair? Was it a health-related thing that they said she collapsed in this drainage ditch, and then she got up trying to get back out, and then she collapsed again, and then there was no more movement, according to the cameras that are there by the airport. Nobody could see her because of where she was. That happens all the time in California, Arizona, Nevada. We have a lot of deep ditches, right? What happened to this darling lady? Man, those grandkids are gonna miss her. She looked like she was a good grandma. Beautiful smile, beautiful lady. What happened? Did she meet with foul play? Here's her in the middle where we put her, guys. And then here comes the book about the occult, about wisdom, about secrets, about knowledge, right? Then here comes the Fish, which is about commerce and money and abundance, investments. Here comes the Ship. She was traveling. She traveled from New York to Las Vegas, something she did all the time according to the friend and the family. And what made her do that long walk? Was she in a car at first? Did somebody pick her up? I get the feeling that people who has her phone, that was texting from her phone and stuff, asking for money and Bitcoin and gas money and stuff, I get the feeling that they might not have been the one to harm her. Some type of commitment, a promise. What do you guys think? What are you thinking, guys? Let's pull 5 tarot. We already shuffled it, right? Miss Alisa, what happened? Because me, I'm almost her age, right? I just turned 60, she's 63. And I wouldn't walk in this heat, even with Joe, even with the fact that the kids could come pick us up. I wouldn't walk in this heat to Walmart, which is 2 miles away. I wouldn't. Why was she doing this by herself? I'm smelling the bread now. Lord, I hope the bread comes out good. If you've seen the last episode, my oven's not working, guys. It didn't even come up to temperature to bake this bread. Having a little bit of a headache. Okay. She was betrayed. Heartbreak, sorrow, loss, betrayal, grief. Did she go meet a guy? What did she? They said she went to go get her iron pills and her magnesium and stuff. 10 of Cups, love, bliss, family, lasting happiness. Didn't we like? I don't remember what we got in our reading, but I remember it was not bad cards. That's the family celebrating her life, I feel. The Empress, I feel like this was her. She was the Empress in that family. Her kids seemed to love her, the grandkids. You could just see the pictures, you know, that you can tell that family loved her. The Ace of Wands, inspiration, new opportunities, growth. Was she looking into a new opportunity? This is about commitment, contracts, right? And then a spy in the camp. Inquisitive, curious, messenger, observant. Let's look up some more extended meanings on that Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Thirst for knowledge, spy in the camp, news, negotiations, and contracts. Now, why in the hell are we going to get that on top of this ring? You tell me. Some kind of deal, some kind of money deal. Maybe it's not a love thing, but a money deal. And it went wrong. Why was she out there walking by herself though? Going to meet somebody? Was she going to go back home? Was she angry with the friend and decided, I'm just going to fly out, but then leave her belongings? Did she die from natural causes? That's the question we're going to ask. Was her passing natural causes? I don't think that's what we asked originally, right? We asked what happened. Oh, judgment. What we don't see coming, awakening, reckoning, rebirth. Something's they're gonna find out. Is it natural causes? What's the vibe you guys are getting? Comment below. The way they said she collapsed in the ditch, got back up and collapsed again. It could be natural causes, like a stroke, a heart attack, a heat stroke, right? But it could also be she was drugged and couldn't get herself out of that ditch. You know, I have an uncle that passed away in 1995 from a car wreck. But the car wreck itself didn't kill him. It was the fact that he was thrown from the car into a ditch. These same type of ditches, they have them in Belize. And he choked on his own vomit. That's what killed him, because he was upside down in the car. And that's so sad, because if he was found, maybe he wouldn't have to aspirate and die like that. Is this how this lady died? And my uncle was in politics in Belize. He was in Belize, the politicians are called ministers. He was Minister of Agriculture, I believe. What are we asking? Was it natural causes that she passed away from? One glad morning when the sun is so. You think this is a heart attack, maybe? You guys, you think this is heart failure rather than somebody betraying her? I'm so glad that I'm learning with the group of you, because you guys are so vocal down in the comments. You help me so much. 3 of Cups, celebration, friendship, community. You like my little top? I made this one, you know, I was trying to do like a square neck, but It didn't come out quite right, but I was trying. Seven of Cups. Many choices, illusions, delusions, and fantasy. Maybe the brain then? Eight of Swords. Trapped, self-imposed restrictions. Well, she was trapped. She was trapped down there in that culvert, in that drain ditch. Is that what killed her? You think if they had found her, she could have survived? Oh my God, it's getting sadder and sadder. Diplomatic, compassion, empathetic. The King of Cups, that's maybe the friend. They said the friend is not involved in this, so we're going to keep that moving forward. The friend is not involved in this. Probably something with her heart. And she became disoriented. Why she even fell into the thing. And she was trapped. Self-imposed restrictions. She was literally trapped down there because she could not get back up to get out of there. I don't know who found her, if this is the person who found her, or this is the friend. She was celebrating something though. Okay, did we see this one? Generosity, support, charity. She must have been a very generous person. And if somebody had only seen her, she would have gotten help. So I'm gonna like initially go with heart. Some type of heart attack or heart failure due to the heat. That's what I'm going to go with. I'm not, from the cards I pulled, I'm not feeling somebody poisoned her or drugged her. But what she became, maybe the heat made her disoriented. The heat sent you nuts. You know? We all love to eat out, but unfortunately for some of us, it's not the healthiest option. How would you like to make better than restaurant quality meals at home? With my second cookbook, The Pantry Laid Bare, you can make Chinese food without all that added MSG. Breads and bagels are a cinch because no appliances are needed. Pizza. It's not delivery, it's the stovetop. With 3 ingredients plus warm water, make a thick batter, spread in a cast iron skillet, then add sauce and topping of your choice. Cook 5 minutes uncovered, cover, cook 10 more minutes, then serve. These 111 recipes will bring out the inner chef in you. Get a copy today only at www.bearpantryshow.com. Shop safely and securely at www.bearpantryshow.com. For those of you who are asking what the name of my cooking show is, it's called The Bear Pantry Show, B-A-R-E. My review page is Bear Pantry Talk, and my website is bearpantryshow.com. All right, but the email for this channel is tarotwithbarbara@yahoo.com. So let's get right into the second read. We're going to read about Chantel Brooks. Remember, the last time we got some pretty decent cards on this young lady too, but police suspects foul play. I don't think they suspected foul play with Alisa Goods. But she ended up in a ditch, right? So we're gonna ask, where is Chantel Brooks? 5 cards. So I taped that segment yesterday, and now I'm outside in my element. And I bought something that you guys are gonna love. I'm gonna show you afterwards. I bought an umbrella for the camera. This is what we don't see coming. So let's get into the energy, guys. The Empress. She is a beautiful young woman. She has 4 brothers. I love it when it's like one girl and a bunch of brothers, right? A bunch of boys. They seem protective of her. The best friend says she's the friend that everybody would want. A friend like no other. So this would be her. The Empress. The Wheel of Fortune. Fate. Good fortune. Turning point. Now you guys have to let me know in the comments if any of these cards speak negativity to you. Because so far these 2 are positive, right? I'm really starting to question myself because those cards that came up for Miss Alisa was pretty decent. Tradition, wisdom, beliefs, religion. Was this about school? Was it about her job? I mean, they showed her leaving the hotel where she works, right? She was like in the stairwell. And then they said the car was at a CVS pharmacy, and then poof, she was gone. And she's been gone for a while now, guys. It's been a while for her. Self-sufficiency, luxury, rewards, plenty. Okay. And the Knight of Cups, romantic, charming, imaginative. Is this about a boyfriend or a dude? Right? Did somebody like break her heart? But look, happy family. But we got this for Alisa too. I'm really wondering if Alisa met her demise on the 8th. or she was like laying in that ditch for a while, because people can survive some circumstances, you know. We're gonna find out more or less when the date is though, right? I'm really nervous to say yes, this lady's alive, because of all these good cards that I got, because everything they're saying in the news says she's gone. So comment below what you think. All right, we're gonna go by what you say. As of these cards, I feel like she's alive. Look at my little outfit. I have a bra strap that matches exactly, but I'll hide it. I'm from the old school where you hide the bra strap. But I like that it matched the blouse. Well, it's a dress. All right, so for the last question, I'm kind of nervous to walk into the Lindsey Clancy case, because I really don't know too much about it. I had to go look it up to see what the case was about. And it was about her supposedly, allegedly unaliving her 3 children, right? It seems like this young lady suffered a lot with mental illness due to postpartum and stuff like that. I don't understand why, if a young mother is suffering postpartum after the first child, why the husband would even impregnate her for the second and the third child. That I don't get. I think this case is very volatile with people on one side or the other. I'm not picking any sides right now because I don't know enough about the case, but my sister and one of my friends told me first. She sent me the information. Read on this. I'm like, oh girl, this is a lot. This happened a while back and the case is going on, and that I have a lot of catching up to do. And so then my sister calls, and you know, she's watching TikTok, so she's getting the synopsis, and she says, I don't know why, but I feel like the husband did it and blamed it on her. And that's all she told me. She says, go watch. I'm like, everybody wants me to go watch, but they don't want to give me the info. So I'm going to ask the question, point blank period, coming into it, fresh eyes, don't know nothing about the case. Did this lady do this to her kids? And that's all I'm going to ask. Nothing else until I can find out more about the case. So please don't come for me if you're on the side where you think she did it, okay? Don't come for me, because I'm walking into this with fresh, brand new eyes. I don't know what that man doing in the kitchen, but he's making my breakfast. What we don't see coming, okay? The Emperor. I feel like that's the husband having authority over her. She was on like a bajillion drugs, my sister said, like medication, drugs like medication. Success, public recognition, achievement. They said she was a labor and delivery nurse. Did I get that right? She had a really great purpose in life. And then the High Priestess, there's some type of mystery. Read the cards as you may, guys. 3 of Swords, heartbreak, sorrow, loss, betrayal. The 3 kids. See, there's 3 knives and there are 3 kids that she lost. I think some people said that it was planned because she waited for the guy to go to the store, the husband, and then she did it. Well, if people are going to do things to themselves or to their loved ones and then themselves, they will wait for you to go. That's what the lady from the Judds, right? The country and western duo. She waited for the younger daughter, Ashley, to go let somebody in at the gate. The person was coming to console her in her depression, and then she did it to herself. So 9 of Swords, anxiety, depression, despair, nightmares. She was suffering mentally, guys. And then the 3 of Cups, celebration, friendship, community. Notice we had two threes, and it was 3 children, right? I don't know if I could say right off the bat that she didn't do this to her kids and that the husband did it. But the question that we're asking is one question. Did she do this to her children? The 3 of Swords would say, yeah, she did. But this Emperor starting the sentence makes me wonder about the husband. But remember, we're not asking about the husband in this read. Maybe in another read when I have more time to like investigate this case. And it's already going to the jury. I better hurry. My sister feels really, really bad for this young lady because my sister suffered postpartum. I guess they call it the baby blues, right? She suffered something postpartum. I don't know that she would call it a depression, but she struggled to recover after she had her second baby. We're looking for the woman. I think the man came after. You guys are going to see. I think the man came after, guys. I was going too fast just now. Get this out the way. Ah! The man. And then the snake. So here's the children. This is a child, but this is the children. And there was a decision to be made. Because they said the man got married right afterwards, right? And then they said she was so horrified at what she did that she jumped. Do I have 5? Yeah. She jumped from high, somewhere up above, and she's now paralyzed in a wheelchair. My sister feels like she was pushed. I'm going everything by what my sister is telling me, okay? A decision was to be made about Lindsey or for Lindsey by a man who's a liar and a deceit. We're gonna stop there. I'm gonna have to look more into that case before we continue, okay, guys? All right, so that was the gush, but I want to show you something at the end of this video, because I can show you the money that I've made so far as of yesterday, the 23rd, because they haven't updated it yet today. I think they updated like around 2 my time in California. But you guys have to see how much money I made at this page already, and keep in mind that the payout threshold is $100 for YouTube. But because I have a Google AdSense already for my cooking page and my review page, they're just going to combine everything to what I made on those pages already. So as long as I made over $100 at those pages already, or $100 combined at all 3 pages, they'll pay out that $100, okay? So I just want you to see what I've made so far and who is responsible for the blessing. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hype, because you guys can hype now. And oh, I can show you the money as of this moment. 3:03 Sunday, August the 23rd, right? I think one of my cousins have a birthday today. I can show you how much I've made so far at this channel. And keep in mind that even though I have all those views, a lot of those views came before I could switch on the monetization button. So they don't count towards this income, okay? But whatever we've done since the 17th of August to today, the 23rd, that's like 5 days, right? 6 days? That's what we made. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. You guys did that, and you know what? I'm grateful for the energies that Diana Aquarius sent our way, because it's from the first Diana Aquarius video that I did that over 500 of you came on board, and I got like 1,000 watched hours. And then the follow-up video that I did when Whimsy and Lady G were fighting got me over the hurdle to turn on the monetization, and got me to watch. I had to watch hours from my birthday. I'll never forget the day I turned on the money on my birthday. And yeah, I'm still waiting to see for when her autopsy comes back, and also I'm monitoring her her predictions to see which ones come true, because a lot of her predictions used to come true, you know. So I wrote them down, I'm monitoring them, and we'll go from there.